Hi there, Sean Wilmot. Today we're going to take a look at the Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross in the XLS spec. Here it is. It's a pretty classy looking base model. I particularly like this chrome extension that they've got here and the black piano grille across the front. Makes it look just that little bit more sparkly, a little bit more classy. And it doesn't give you any hint as to the fact that you might have saved a few dollars buying on the XLS spec. This is actually a really attractive look, and I love the way particularly the lights blend into the actual makeup of the back tailgate. It's really spectacular, and that spoiler just sets it off perfectly in my opinion. In town, driving around, the Eclipse Cross is possibly the quintessential small SUV. It's nice and compact, it's easy to maneuver, quick to respond to throttle inputs, and generally speaking, I feel extraordinarily confident that I can get into any car park hole that I need to get into with no fuss, no muss, and no difficulty. So what we're now going to demonstrate is the magic of the reversing camera that the Mitsubishi Eclipse is equipped with. This is where you can see everything that's going on, put into reverse. These will actually assist me to get into a very, very tight, narrow car park. And I'm just going to back up nicely, and hopefully I'll be able to get this in one easy shot. Let's move up there, go half off. Now you can see that the camera is already tracking where the vehicle is actually going to go. As you can see, I move forward into drive, screen comes back, roll forward just a little bit, back to reverse to bring us very neatly into a nice tidy park. Thank you Mitsubishi camera, you've done a wonderful job. Mitsubishi have come up with this new thing called a touchpad commander, which means you don't have to get grubby fingerprints all over your touchscreen. But this one is particularly user-friendly. It's very simple to control just by a little bit of light pressure with one finger, and you can control a variety of functions. USB, iPod, vehicle info. This can give you information like fuel consumption. Catch a glimpse of it from up here so that you don't actually have to take your eyes off the road. If you have an Apple CarPlay or an Android Auto compatible smartphone, all of the functions that you're used to seeing on your phone will come up on this handy dandy touchscreen. As well as an 8-speed CVT automatic transmission, one of the nice things about the Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross is that wonderful new 1.5 MyVec turbo petrol engine. Puts out 112 kilowatts, which it doesn't sound too spectacular, but believe me, it's more than enough. You're also dealing with about 254 Newton meters of torque, which is in the engine's favour. Basically, the rule of thumb is the CVT is used for general driving purpose. When you want to be a little bit playful, that's when you start to engage the sport mode. And you can use that by using the pedals up and down the gears. An 8-speed transmission with a 1.5 turbocharged petrol motor. If my father could see that now. The Eclipse Cross handles itself remarkably well on city environments. That's where it really comes into its own. But actually out on the open highway and touring, yep, you can't really fault this one. It's a beautiful car for handling. It's very smooth, very quiet, very refined, exactly what you want. And did I mention that it's responsive? Check this out. Of course, Mitsubishi's taken driver safety to heart with this particular vehicle. As a result, it's qualified 5-star ANCAP safety rated vehicle, which comes complete with 7 airbags, including a knee bag. We also have a little bit of electronic wizardry on board as well, which includes the lane departure warning system. Now, this is a very clever system that basically reads the road surface underneath via cameras, and it will tell me if I'm wandering outside of my lane, so that I can take steps to correct that. So here we are on the inside of the Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. Let's just appreciate exactly how comfortable it is in here, because these seats are stunningly good. They're real good posture holders. The vision out here is fantastic from the front, and everything is pretty much exactly where you'd expect it to be from Mitsubishi. And that's brilliant for driver safety. Now, in terms of the fuel economy, Mitsubishi claim a 7.3 litres per 100 fuel average. I can actually attest to that because I've actually achieved it, and I've achieved considerably less than that without any hard work on my part whatsoever. So we know right from the word go that that little 1.5 turbo motor that is so brand new in this particular car is one of the more fuel efficient engines to come out of Mitsubishi in recent years. But by using that eco mode button, you can really get your fuel consumption figures down big time. I also mentioned earlier that it's got a CVT transmission, and it does have an 8-speed stepping system in it, which basically gives it a little bit more flexibility when it comes to gear shifting. And it's also extremely quick to respond, which is another key characteristic that you don't normally find with CVTs. And there you have it, the Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. Now, we couldn't leave this one alone. You do have to remember that with every Mitsubishi product, you get that brilliant 10-year Advantage Diamond warranty. And quite frankly, it's really worth it with this particular vehicle. This would have to be the jewel in the crown of Mitsubishi's Triple Diamond. It's a fantastic car, it's got a long future ahead of it.